We live so many lives in one lifetime, right? Sometimes we think about things from the past, things from the childhood, from the teenager times, that seems was in another life, in another dimension. So we never know how big life is and how we connect the dots for the things that we have been doing during the life to really come out with who we are. Okay, Marcelo Kramer here, and welcome to my first video, and welcome to this place. That's a very special place for me. I spent 4 days last year in this area, staying in a circle by myself, and it was a vision quest that brought a lot of insights about life. And after that, the whole year of 2019 was very challenging emotionally and physically, but a lot of sights how to be stronger for life. And I don't know for you, but 2019 was one of that historical years that, you know, sometimes in our life we have that years that really mark and we always remember them. Yes, that was 2019 for me. So with that in mind, I would like to share some of the insights that I had that maybe you can use as a tip for a powerful life. Maybe it would be helpful for you. And once I'm introducing now, I would like to bring the first insight that it is really try not to identify yourself based on what you do professionally. To know who you are, Bruce Lee used to say that it needs one lifetime to really realize oneself. And beginning of this year, I went to a place that I used to spend my childhood. It was a surf spot nearby my house, and also we used to go there for fishing. And it was a windmill. It was a red windmill that was in front of the beach and have this beautiful house. And that was always like a reference point we have during my childhood, during my teenager times. And then I went back there beginning of this year and it was completely destroyed. Like the house was down, the windmill disappeared completely. It was like eaten by the time, pretty much rusty of the sea breeze. And the owner died, passed away, and nobody took care of the house anymore, and it was done. But that brought me a lot of thinking about how we live so many lives in one lifetime, right? Sometimes we think about things from the past, things from the childhood, from the teenager times, that seems was in another life, in another dimension. So we never know how big life is and how we connect the dots for the things that we have been doing during the life to really come out with who we are. It's just like one way to think. Don't limit yourself based on the information you got, based on the profession you do, because we live in a system that we need to fulfill a profession to be able to survive. But that doesn't mean that that's what you are. We have so much more in life to experience, to feel, and it's better to identify ourselves with what we don't know. There's so much more in the nature that we still don't realize. The science have not proved yet a lot of things that we do, that many traditions do. So that would be the first insight that I had. The second one, connecting the dots there, is trying to find something that you love to do, that is healthy for you, and especially that can affect other people's life and the environment around you in a positive way, right? Like, it's not worth it if you're doing something that is stressful for you only to fulfill sometimes goals that is materialistic goals. It's not really something that cause or will cause a good impact around us. And it's important to do something that we like and that is keeping our body and mind healthy, and especially that it can bring happiness to other people around us. The third insight, how we deal with the traditions we have around us. So the local traditions especially, it's very important to try to realize them, to respect them, and if possible, understand them. And not necessarily to get really deep on it, but if you can, yeah, that would be awesome. I'm guaranteed that I have so much to learn from that. And also, don't block yourself from other traditions, from other areas, from other countries. Why I'm saying that? Think about any of those traditions, it might have thousands of years of experience of that people in that area was living and interacting with the environment around them and adapting the body, adapting the mind and the energy to that conditions. Like I was exposed to yoga since I was like 5 years old. At the same time, I got involved into the Chinese and Japanese martial arts. I got in touch with the Capoeira, that's the martial arts from Brazil. And a lot of nature relations, the sports related with nature too, you know, surf, climbing. All of that have something to teach about your body, about your mind. And you can experience your body and mind in different situations. So as much exposed to different ways to deal with the body and the mind, better we understand how this body works, and better we can handle it, better we can perform. We can reach levels of physicality and mentality that we couldn't reach if you get close and enclosure in only one traditional way to think about life. The fourth point is to share, you know. That's something that that's one of the main reasons that I'm coming out with this video here, is to start my commitment to share what I learn in life with you, to share this knowledge that can impact the people's life in a good way. Sometimes we think that we have something, we have some knowledge, we have some thing that we learn, and we try to keep it in closure with us, that belongs to us. But in reality, all the knowledge we have, it came through somewhere, and it goes when you die. It's not gonna stay with us. So it's not worth it to keep it only for ourselves. And actually, that thing only gains really power when you start teaching, because then we can feel how it impacts the life around us. And so share, be brave, and try be open to share what you have. And that's my commitment now, is like for 2020, I want to post videos here every week. The fifth insight and the last one for this video is gratitude. Be grateful for the life you have. We are every day waking up is like getting another life, you know. It's like we die in the end of the day and then we wake up and was born again. I always like to think like a video game. It is like we got the game over, but then we got the continue, and we have a chance to come back and try it again, but this time is smarter, with more wisdom. So we can go through the challenge of life in a better way. Challenge is not gonna get easier, but we're gonna get stronger and smarter to be able to deal with them. Be grateful for everything that we have, to be able to be in here in this earth, to be able to be born as a human being. That is very rare. We have this system, the body, the mind, that is incredible. and to know how to use and respect and be grateful for it is very important. And also be grateful for the hard times. Like, you know, the situations that we go through teach us a lot and make us appreciate more the good times when they come. And also for the people that maybe hurt us and they didn't have a purpose to make good to us, but they taught us a lot, and they're kind of the guru, because even if they didn't realize, they helped us to be stronger. And with that saying, if you watch it till here, thank you. And I'm starting to sharing a little bit of what I have and the little that I know about this life and the traditions that I have been exposed to. I'm starting with yoga because I consider yoga like the base, is a good foundation to understand the body. But with the time, I want to try to bring what I call the movement arts of the body, the mind, and the spirit and the soul, or the energetic body. Yoga, the martial arts, the native traditions that I have been exposed, showing a little bit my journey here in US and in Brazil. In 2007, I started to come here, and since then I have been traveling back and forth to train, to get deeper on this knowledge, on these traditions, and then to start to share. I was really lucky and fortunate to have great teachers on my path, and to honor them and to honor the people that I have been around. I want to start to share this here, and I hope to bring good insights and good teachings for you all. Thank you, have a great 2020, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep going, keep growing. See you then. Bye.